Hello YouTube, D-Duckin here, and once again, Duel Links is having another Pick-a-Gift campaign. This time around, celebrating the spring season. You know, the time of the year where the flowers bloom and the leaves turn green, and it's still cold outside regardless, and it's going to be a while until it gets warmer, but a beautiful time of the year. In any case, the way this event works is, every day when you log in, you get a choice between one of three different items. You pick one item, and the other two are discarded. You don't get to have them. However, some items are good, some items are meh, but the choice, of course, is yours, and yours alone. Instead of just having the game hand you a reward every single day, you get to pick the reward, which I do kind of like, but I do have some issues with it, which is basically where I'm going to be talking in this video. This video is basically me giving my opinion on this event, so if you agree or disagree with anything I'm about to say, let me know in the comments below. So, what makes this event kind of fun for me is the very first Duel Links video I uploaded to this channel was the first Pick-a-Gift campaign, so I kind of feel obligated every time it comes around to make a video on it. And speaking of every time it comes around, whenever it does, they do try to change things up on it. Like, they do try to add some things or change things around. And for this time around, they make two major changes. The second one I'll talk about in a little bit, but the first one I'm going to make a comment about is the number of days of rewards. And what I mean by that is, the last two times they had this event, you got 9 days worth of rewards. For this one, they've got 10 days worth of rewards, which is kind of nice. It's not something I don't know if they're going to keep this for the next time around, but it's a nice balance to what they're trying to do. That said, again, I'll talk about the second change they made when it comes up, but I really quickly want to go over days 1, 3, and 5, which are the exact same thing as the last event, which is a little disappointing, but at the same time, my opinions haven't changed too much on these 3 days as compared to the last time I did a video on this, which I'll probably just link a video. I'll link the video in the description just for anyone who wants some context for what I'm talking about, but essentially, I don't agree with the number of gems versus gold they have here. Like, they're trying to say 1 gem is equal to 100 gold, which I don't actually agree with because gold is something that you get too much surplus of. Like, I personally have over 6 million, and I'm pretty sure there are some people who have almost hit the maximum number of gold, if that's even possible. But in my opinion, I find gems a lot more valuable than I do gold. Like, I weigh it much more. I'd probably wager like either 1,000 or 5,000 gold to 1 gem would be a lot better of an argument than saying 100 gold is equal to 1 gem. Like, I find that a little ridiculous. But I do want to talk about the third items on these 3 days. The gate keys, the dual orbs, and the super rare jewels, which the gate keys actually is kind of interesting this time around because in the future of the game, I don't know exactly when this is. I want to say April, but I'm not sure when. But there's going to be a system in the game where you can convert 10 gate keys into 1 color gate key. So, in actuality, when this event comes back around, instead of this being 2,000 gate keys, it's also 200 color keys of your choice, which, for people who like to grind the characters out for cards, that's actually kind of nice. I have to admit that. That said, I'm still leaning more towards gems in this case, so maybe up the number of gate keys to maybe 4,000 or even 20,000. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think how much more gate keys would that be worth for versus 200 gems? I'm not 100% sure, just because again, I don't personally grind, but it's something I do want to try eventually. As for the dual orbs and the super rare jewels, I'm actually currently having a problem with dual orbs. Like, I've hit the maximum number of dual orbs, so whenever that happens, the rest of the dual orbs just get sent to your inbox, and since you keep getting the 10s and the 3 dual orbs, it clogs up your inbox pretty easily. So I actually do not value dual orbs that highly. I'm actually currently just trying to just blow dual orbs off the fun of it, just to get those out of my inbox. Which, I guess that's not the intended purpose, so maybe we can have a conversion system for dual orbs into gold, which I'm not saying that as an actual thing, I'm just saying if there's another way to get rid of dual orbs other than just using them, I would appreciate it. But that said, as for super rare jewels, in my opinion, are a lot like gold. There's a lot of surplus, in my opinion, there's a lot of surplus options to it. You can get it from drops and duels, you can get it from converting super rare cards, and it comes up a lot in events too, so it's very easy to get a lot of super rare jewels to a point where saying 2 super rare jewels is equal to 100 gems is a little ridiculous, or rather 50 gems is equal to 1 super rare jewel. Uh, I would probably make an argument for maybe 20 or 25 gems to 1 super rare, but not 50 to 1. That's a little ridiculous. Any case, moving on to days 2, 4, 6, and 8, which are the card days. Now, again, I mentioned how there's another thing different to this event than the last event, and that has to do with the fact that instead of it on card days in the past, they were usually 2 cards and then a third item, and that third item was usually either a ticket or some gold. But this time around, all 3 items, all 3 choices are cards, which, yeah, that's actually kind of nice. That said, 4 of the 6 cards on these 4 days are repeat cards from the last event, which I have a theory on, but I can't be 100% certain. But overall, I kind of find that a little disappointing. Like I get if they brought I get that it's meant to like Duel Links have been doing this a lot, where if you miss the last event or the next time around when they're having a similar repeat event, they'll include some elements of the last event into the new event. Like they've been doing that a lot with when it comes to their DD Tower and certain other events, but I don't know how to feel about it here. It just makes me less likely to pick that option as compared to the third option. But again, a nice trade-off to that is having the 3 card options. So I guess it's, but any case, for days 2 and talking about days 2 and 6 first, there's sort of deep-seated double attack and cards from the sky. Now, all 3 cards are very interesting, or they're very good cards in their own right. There are ways to use the cards that I've talked about in the other video, but the new card here is double attack, and double attack is an exclusive for this event. Like there may be a chance in the future to get this either from another event, but for right now, this is the only way to get it. So out of these 2 days, I recommend one of these for if you're a card collector. I recommend one of these 2 days. Not to mention, with the way this card works is you discard a monster from your hand to select one monster on your field that of a lower level and have it attack twice. Which I'm not a popular Duel Links video channel, but I'm pretty sure some popular Duel Links channel will probably make some sort of OTK FTK out of this, which will be funny to see. But other than OTK FTK potential, I also kind of see like maybe Cyber Angel taking advantage of this, to where if you have a Saphira on your field and you use this card to discard a, let's say, Dynaki or Vinu, it has Saphira attack twice. During the end phase, since you did send a light type monster from your hand to the graveyard, you proc Saphira's effect, and you can either add it back to pretty much just even out your hand, or you can use it for other effects. So I find that interesting. Otherwise, I kind of also find this kind of a balanced card too, because there's also a lot of battle positions, not battle positions, position changing cards in the game right now, like enemy controller, pulse mines, no entry. There's a lot of Spear Creepo. There's a lot of cards like that. So when it comes to like OTK, FTK potential, I do have to say there is counters to this one card. Not because it's like I said, you are risking a monster. So unless you get some benefit off of that, like either with Cyber Angels or maybe even some Fiend type decks, it can be kind of iffy. But again, it'll be kind of interesting to see what people do with this card. I'm actually kind of interested. So yeah, like I said, one of the 2 days I recommend that. And as for the and I do have to say though, if you don't have like 2 copies of Card from the Sky is a great draw power card. You don't get your battle phase, you don't get the special summon, but in decks where you're just trying to draw to get to certain cards, it's kind of nice. Any case, moving on to days 4 and 8, and 4 and 8 are a little bit of a controversial thing. Because during the last event, instead of there being 4 card days, there was 3 card days. And that 1 card day where you had to actually pick between Filgren or Kurogane. Which, the reason that kind of sucked was because about the day or 2 after everyone already picked what card, they announced a mini box set for Red Eye Slash Dragon. And during that little advertisement, they were promoting Filgren. And for those who don't know, Filgren is actually a level 40 Mokuba drop, whereas Kurogane is a level 35 Rex Raptor drop. So you do have chances to already gain these cards, but the importance here is gaining an extra copy of these cards. Now, personally speaking, right now we currently have a new week card campaign. Like, I'm not sure entirely what it is, but one of the options for those cards, if you're able to get a super rare or an ultra rare, is Kurugane or Filgran. So I actually recommend waiting to day 8 to see if you can get an extra copy of Filgran or Kurugane if you want an extra copy. But otherwise, if you want to have like 2 or 3 copies of Filgran, this is a great opportunity. But another exclusive card they have for this event is Teresa, Goddess of Light. And this card is actually a very good card. Because it's level 5 Light Fairy, you can use Transmodify to summon this card out pretty easily. Not to mention, you can also use this card to draw some extra cards during your draw phase, and it has 2400 attack and takes 1 tribute to summon it. Like, yeah, it's a really good card. It's not something I know whether to run have one or two of, but it's definitely something to have one of regardless, if you want to collect it or you just want to have it in general. This is also, they seem to be promoting fairies for some reason. I'm not sure if something's coming up for that. I don't know. Last time I suspected Filgran, maybe something fairy related this time around. And of course, Kurugane is again Kurugane. I'm gonna try wrapping this video up a little quickly, just try not to take too long. Day 7 is still stupid. Still very stupid. Rare jewels are very much valuable compared to super rares or ultra rares. Like, you can use these for getting glossy or prismatic cards. So I don't like the ratios here. I don't like the ratios on day 7. If maybe super rares were at 5 and ultra rares at 2, I'd say that'd be balanced. But I can't honestly say that the way this setup is balanced. Like, it's too much lenient towards rares, in my opinion. After day 9 and day 10, day 9 is actually something they added in the last event, where these are element jewels. You use these when you buy cards from the card shop. If you have a tough time picking between these 3 items, I recommend if you have something that if you don't have enough of one item, you just basically grab the lower item. Or if you're trying to get like a certain number of cards from the card shop, like duplicates or even go up into glossy or prismatic, then having the extra copies of these certain cards are nice. Talk English, me. And the very last day, day 10. Day 10 is the most difficult decision out of the 3. I'm personally not sure which one I'm going to pick. But in any case, these are just my thoughts, and hopefully I didn't ramble on too long, but what do you think? Do you like these? Do you like the options this event has? And I'm muttering too much. Let me know in the comments below, and have a good day.